It's a beautiful day. Welcome to Island Marine. The South Tour. Pulling out of Island Marine's docks, you'll see mangrove trees lining the channel full of exotic birds like egrets, hawks, and spoonbills. Farther south you have McDonald's, which is on the water, and John's Pass, which has lots of dolphins, places where you can shop and eat, and a sandbar where you can pull up, anchor, and have fun in the water. Alright captains, grab your map and follow along. We're going to start at Island Marine, which is in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. Almost all of our boats have GPS Garmin's on board. They'll show you your location, your speed, and the depth of water. Also, we can map out a route if you have a destination already planned before you leave the dock. Now let's get started with the rules of the road. The channel that runs north and south throughout the islands is called the ICW, the Intercoastal Waterway. It's a channel marked with red and green markers. All the green ones are going to be on the Gulf side, and all the red ones are going to be on the inland side. The channel is about 50 feet wide and 9 to 12 feet deep at all times. You must stay inside the ICW at all times, because the water outside the ICW can be 6 inches deep. As you're leaving Island Marine, you're going to be in a slow speed minimum wake zone. Now we're going to go over speed signs. These signs show what speed you should maintain as you're going through the ICW. Please do not mistake these for navigational signs. Some signs are outside the channel, so you don't want to mistake them for the green and red channel markers. First, the idle speed no wake means that your boat should have no wake behind it and your throttle is just past neutral. It's labeled red on the map. Next is a slow speed minimum wake. This means your motor should be under 1500 RPMs and on the map is labeled yellow. Boats going over 5 and even going 8 miles an hour have been pulled over and have gotten a couple $100s worth of tickets, so be careful. The last sign is the resume normal safe operation. It's labeled blue and it means you can go as fast as you want as you're traveling down the ICW. So hit it, Captain. When traveling down the ICW, you encounter a boat coming towards you. You want to make sure you do 2 things. One is stick inside the ICW because the waters can be 6 inches on the outside of the channel. 2 is you want to stick to the right of all incoming traffic. Now you need to consider how you're going to cross the wake. A pontoon boat crosses best when the pontoons are parallel to the incoming wake. If a pontoon boat goes straight into the incoming wake, it can fill with water, so make sure you slow down to an idle speed and take the wake parallel to the pontoons. If you're on a bayliner or deck boat, you want to make sure that you slow down to a moderate speed and take the wake at a 45-degree angle. If you do not slow down, it could be rough on the boat and your crew. Remember, in front of Island Marine, you're in a slow speed minimum wake zone. As you leave the marina at a slow speed, the first channel marker you're going to get to is green 27, where you can resume normal safe operation. As you get to channel marker 21, you'll have to slow back down until you get to channel marker 1. From there, you can start heading south through the Boca Ciega Bay. If you notice on the chart, the waters outside the channel are a half-foot deep, so make sure you stay inside the channel. Right before the Tom Stewart Causeway on the left, you have McDonald's and American Legion. Both have docks and is a good place where you can use the restrooms or grab a snack or a drink. If parking McDonald's, make sure you park on the north side of the dock because at low tide the waters can be shallow. It's important that you take all bridges at a slow speed and minimum wake. You might have to share the space under the bridge with an incoming boat going the opposite direction. As you speed up after the Tom Stewart Causeway and head to channel marker number 4, you want to take a right and enter the idle speed no wake zone. As you pass channel number 4, you'll see that the channel markers count down from 14 to 6. Don't be alarmed, you're still heading to John's Pass. If you want to head to the sandbar, go to channel marker number 6, go around it, and then head left in between Eleanor Island and the sandbar. If you're at channel marker number 6 and you look at the middle island, you'll see a white sign. You want to start heading to that and go about half the distance between channel marker 6 and the island. All boats are equipped with 2 anchors. If anchoring on an island, use a bow and stern anchor to prevent your boat from swinging back and forth. Also, all boats must be in at least 4 feet of water at all times. We recommend that you use 7 feet of anchor line for every foot of water you plan on anchoring in. You could also lose your deposit if your boat is beached, so make sure you check the high and low tides before you leave the dock. If you're headed to John's Pass, you want to go from red channel marker 6 towards the bridge. There you have restaurants like Gators, the Sandbar, and Bubba Gump's. Also, you have a place to get tackle and bait called Don's Dock. Please note that sometimes the pass can be busy with boat traffic, so you want to keep a watchful eye for other watercraft as you're cruising through the area. When leaving Johns Pass, you can either leave following the way you came in back to red channel marker number 4, or you can take a loop around Johns Pass around the Mangrove Islands next to the big mansions of Treasure Island and make it to channel marker 23. As you make it up to channel marker 23 and you round it and you start heading back north towards our marina, this is where you want to pay attention. Ahead of you are 4 markers that say number 1 and lead you in different directions. The most common mistake people make is they follow the channel markers towards the Bay Pines Bridge. So as you round channel marker 23, start focusing on the large tan high-rise with the brown roof in the distance. Your marker number 1 should line up in the center of these buildings. As you reach channel marker 4, you'll round the bend and get to the Tom Stewart Causeway and keep on heading north to Island Marine. From our docks to Johns Pass and back without stopping is approximately 2 hours. If you plan on stopping at the sandbar or going farther south, you're going to need additional time.